Yay. Okay. Thank you, Facebook, for Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Facebook. Okay, everybody is on. Hello, y'all. Happy Friday to ya. Happy Friday to ya. Happy Friday. Hi, Bruja's Nest. How are you? Happy Friday. Yes. We are here. Hi, Be Captivating by Angel Girl. I've been loving your posts. Happy Friday, y'all. Like I said yesterday, all week, I have expanded my live show. We are on 5 days a week now. We were starting at 20 minutes, but 20 minutes is enough. So we're doing 30 minutes an episode, Monday through Friday. I'm here for y'all. I really enjoy the engagement that I've been getting from you. Yes, girl, your posts are so cute. Engagement that I've been getting from you. I like the fact that we have more time to go through these stories. So we're going to keep the 5 days a week at about 30 minutes. I'm dedicating myself to this, so I want y'all to be here, all right? I'm doing this for y'all. So we are getting started at about 6:05. I wanted to let you guys know about a few things. One, if you want to promote your business on the show, like the 2 ads that I have today, 30-second spots start at $3, or you can sponsor an entire episode for $10 and get 4 mentions. As well, the poll that I did in my Instagram stories today, I asked if people had operating agreements, and people don't. So I'm going to be planning an operating agreements webinar for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to set up everything this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. Also wanted to let you know what else. Oh, the EIN workshop that we did on Monday, guys, it is still on sale. Make sure you pick up your copy. If you saw my post today, you saw that there was an article that was posted on nav.com, and it said, what do I need to open a business bank account? And it said everything that I told y'all. You need an EIN number. You need your business name. You need your business paperwork, like your articles of organization. You also need your operating agreement. Now, depending on your business format, your operating agreement may be called a partnership agreement or your articles of organization, but either way, you need to have it. So I'm planning a workshop around that. Keep your eyes open. Make sure you're on my email list so you can get hi Nicole, how you doing, boo? So those are the things that are going on. We're going to get started in a couple of minutes. We're finishing out all of the stories that I have left for the week. We have 6 of them. 2 of them are very short. So I'm planning for 30 minutes. How do you get a DUNS number? Ooh, you know what? Thank you for my next workshop. We're going to do a whole workshop on how to get a DUNS number. Be captivated by Angel, you my angel girl. Okay. So you know what? We're going to do that before we do the operating agreement. Where the next webinar I'm doing is how to get a DUNS number. Or we might incorporate that with the operating agreement. We'll figure it out. But definitely make sure you're on my email list so you can get notification about that. Okay. Yes. So planning a lot of workshops for you guys. I realized that I had to take a step back and really think about what hi IPC8, think about the pieces of putting your business together. And I realized that some of the stuff that I was talking about was moving way forward, and I needed to take a step back and go to the very foundational steps of what it takes to start your business. So that is what we're doing. We started with the EIN number. And I was gonna move on to operating agreements, but Be Captivated by Angel just gave me this whole thing. We're gonna do DUNS numbers next, and then we're gonna do operating agreements. But we're gonna slowly, piece by piece, put the business together for you. Okay, put the business pieces together. Now, ultimately, at the end, this is gonna be one big package. Hi, Pete Duval, for future entrepreneurs to purchase. But make sure that you guys stay abreast of what I'm doing, because when I do the lives, those are going to be free, but the replays are going to be paid $99. Okay. All right. So we are going to get started. Oh, okay. Guys, it is time to share out to your networks at 6:05. Share to whoever you think might need this. You know, your friends, your family, the person at work who you wish would start their own business and stop coming to work, your pastor, whoever. Share this out to your people. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis, the host of the show and also owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help you get your business foundation, your paperwork together. I help you, if you need an EIN number, if you need to get contracts, if you need a DUNS number, if you need to know how to hire employees, if you need, hi Kenneth Knoll, if you need to protect your intellectual property through trademark, copyrights, and patents, I provide you those foundational steps to getting your business in order. Why am I qualified to do that? I am so happy that y'all asked. Y'all, I love talking about myself. I'm just kidding. I don't. But I have been a licensed attorney for 13 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both on and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of law, education, entrepreneurship, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to make it, there are just some things that you're going to need to know. There is no way around it. All right. Now, here's where the show comes in. Every weekday now, it used to be once a week, but we have upgraded to 5 times a week. I pull stories, celebrity stories and pop culture stories from the news having to do with business issues, and I use them to teach the concepts that you need to know as a business owner, all right? If you ever have a story that you find and you want me to explain it on the show, please send them to me. I love when you guys send me stories, all right? Now, if you are interested in any of my business formation services, you can always go to the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. Hi, Sincere39. There you're also going to be able to find access to my back episodes of NPL Legal Dish, my podcast episodes, my EIN workshop that's on sale right now. What else? Tons of stuff. So go to linktree/NPL Consulting Firm and check out all the stuff I do. I'm a big nerd and I like the business formation stuff. I don't know why I like it, but I do. And I do a lot of stuff around it. So go check it out. All right. Now on to the show. If you are new to the show, the way we do it is this. I describe these stories to you, but I need feedback from you guys. This is not just you sit and watch me. This is an interactive relationship, all right? I ask you questions. I'm going to need you to type some things in. If you have any questions, drop them in the box, all right? So we are finishing all of the stories that we have left for this week. We have about 6 of them. I'm hoping to get them done within 30 minutes. We're going to get started on them at about 6:10. So we can get a full 30 minutes. So we should be done by 6:40. And probably do a little bit of Q&A after that, just to kind of, end off the week. But yeah, so look out for the DUNS number webinar. Look out for the operation agreement webinar. Those are coming soon. I'm planning those this weekend. That's what I do with my spare time, guys. I plan webinars. But today's stories are really fun. We've got stories about Walmart, Ohio State University, San Diego Padres. If anybody is into baseball, I guess. If you have, a lot of you have not heard of the shoe brand Allbirds, but they've got a pretty cool case that's coming up. We're talking again about this OffWhite brand. They are always in the news, and we are talking about Tinder. Y'all know I'm on Tinder, unfortunately, but whatever. Okay. So we're going to get started at 6:10 with the stories. Please pay attention. If I ask you to drop a letter or something, I want you to engage with me. This is a back and forth. This is not just me talking at you. All right. Because I want y'all to learn. I don't just want y'all to listen. So Sincere, we are doing the 30-minute episode today. So we're going to have a little bit of extra time today. You guys, Sincere 39, he is an OG. He is always here, right on time. Thank you for, paying attention to my little corner of the internet. Okay. All right. Let me see how much time we have left till we get started, because I do want to give people time to come in to okay. So we are at 6:10. All right, guys, we are getting started. So the first case we are talking about today, I actually had meant to talk to you guys about this since Tuesday, but some other interesting cases came up. So maybe about a month ago, I told you, but guys, about Walmart losing a case against a very small hair company that makes hair products, right? Called Olaplex. Oh, thanks, Sincere. And basically, they were in talks to do a collaboration together. The talks didn't go forward, but then Walmart came up and kind of started their own line of hair care products that were weirdly similar to Olaplex's. So Olaplex took them to court for, stealing their idea, for trademark infringement, all this stuff. And Walmart ultimately lost, and they got a $100 million fine, a $100 million judgment against them that they had to pay, that they are supposed to pay Olaplex. But of course, Walmart doesn't want to pay $100 million, so they are pushing back and saying that they shouldn't have to pay all this money because they're saying that they are subject to the first sale doctrine. And what the first sale doctrine is that if you buy a genuine product from a retailer, if you find out later, so if I buy, okay, so when I was in college, all the girls, they loved high-end bags, right? But we were broke college students. So people have boosters who will come to the school and sell you like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, whatever, Gucci bags that they had stolen for a reduced price. High diamonds are forever. But so now, so we have, these college students walking around with these stolen Gucci bags or stolen Louis Vuitton bags. But you as the college student, you're not the one at fault. The person at fault in that transaction is the person who sold the goods to the college students. So this is what Walmart is saying right here. They're saying that we're the college students. We bought these products fair and square. It's not our fault, right? They're saying we bought genuine items, and just because, we didn't buy them from Olaplex directly doesn't mean that they're fakes or that, we're infringing on anybody. These are genuine Olaplex parties. Here's the problem. You're not an individual, Walmart. You are a huge conglomerate, and you're not buying these products one by one. You're buying these products wholesale. And this first sale doctrine only applies to individual purchases. So you can't just go buy up somebody's whole stolen inventory and claim first doctrine. No, sir. I don't think that Walmart will be successful with this argument, but I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about Walmart asserting the defense that, well, we bought these from a third party seller and it's not our fault that they weren't authorized by Olaplex? Remember that Walmart and Olaplex had been in talks together to do a line. And then all of a sudden talks go bad and Walmart comes up with this fake what Olaplex is calling fake, but they come out with these supposed Olaplex products and Olaplex is like, whoa, what's going on? Walmart has been in business for a long time. So what do you think about the fact that they're basically saying, well, we bought this from a booster, it's not our fault? Hi, who's that? Hi, Kimberlyn. Let me know what you guys think about Walmart and their claims that they were just duped by a booster. Okay. All right. Hey, Walmart is just trying to get over. They are just trying to get over. Walmart has been sued several times for trademark infringement. They had a line of like grills and like outdoor cookware that they were found guilty of. Sincere 39 said, I hate Walmart so much, but they should pay. They know what they were doing. I agree with the both of you. Be Captivating by Angel and Sincere 39. I think Walmart, they're just trying to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks, because I wouldn't want to pay $100 million judgment against $100 million judgment. I don't want to pay $1,000 judgment against me, let alone $100 million. So I guess you can't blame them for trying, but you're Walmart. Come on now. But yeah, go Olaplex. All right. So If you have any questions about that story, hi XT Dry, please drop them in the comments because I'm about to move on to the next story. But first, we have a commercial break. Actually, no, we're going to do it after this story. Okay. How many of you guys remember the Ohio State story about Ohio State trying to trademark the word "the"? If you remember the Ohio State story, give me an O in the comments. And while you do that, I'm going to summarize it for those who don't. Ohio State University, which they always go by the Ohio State University, tried to trademark the word "the" so that they could put it on t-shirts and stuff. And they were denied. Hello, Bruce. And they were denied that trademark. Thank you for the O, Kimberlyn. They were denied that trademark. Thank you for the O, Sincere. Now, here's the thing. Everybody was getting on Ohio State because "the" is such a common word, and how do you think that you're going to trademark it? However, there are actually multiple trademarks for the word "the", including one by Marc Jacobs. And Marc Jacobs actually has their trademark application for the word "the" under examination right now. And the industry that they are applying for the word "the" is... yeah, it is ridiculous, but it works. There are several of them. Marc Jacobs is trying to trademark the word "the" for a line of waterproof neckties and bow ties. So if this goes forward and Kay says hi to Will. Hi, Kay. I have to come see you, boo. Life has been crazy. Yes. So waterproof neckties. So Marc Jacobs is basically saying we're coming out with this line of neckties and bow ties, and we're going to call the line "the." And it's being examined, but OSU has no shot. They've been shot down, not because of Marc Jacobs. They got shut down because they're just trying to put the word "the" on t-shirts. They're not trying to start a line. They just want it to be decorative on the shirt. And that's not something that you can trademark. So I just wanted to give you that update on OSU really quickly and Marc Jacobs and their trademark application for the word "the." Now, it is time for our ad break. Why would you need a waterproof tie? You know what? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know, Auntie. Whose necktie needs to be worn? You guys are on the same wavelength. Be Captivating by Angel and Sincere39 are asking who needs a waterproof tie. I don't know, but I mean, I guess why not? People create things all the time and you're like, who's going to buy this? And then it becomes a huge success. So I guess Marc Jacobs is taking a chance and they're like, let's see if we can, come out with this waterproof line of neckties. I don't know why you would need it, but they're doing it. Okay. All right. So thank you for those comments. Please keep dropping them. And we are going to read this ad real quick. This is one of our sponsors from earlier in the week, Best on the Yard. Best on the Yard blings tumblers and creates custom gifts. They specialize in all things HBCU and Black excellence. It's football and homecoming season. Get your gear today at www.bestontheyard.com. All right, so go check out Best on the Yard. Kimberlyn said men frequently mess up their ties at dinner situations. Now they don't get ruined. Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that. So Sincere39, you are the gentleman in the room. Bruce, you on here watching too. I got one on Instagram, one on Facebook. Yeah, apparently they spill stuff on their ties a lot. Do you guys spill stuff on your ties when you have to go to dress up events? Is having a messy tie, a concern for men when they go out to dress up events? Like, are you spilling wine? Are you spilling food on it? Because these are supposed to be waterproof ties. So, they go, I guess it would, make wine bounce off of it or whatever. Hello, Jeg Barimo1. So you gentlemen, let me know, what is the tie situation? Bruce Weaver said, if you spill on a tie, it gives it a temporary dark spot. Okay. Sincere39 said, no, I never spill anything on my ties. Okay, so Bruce, if you had the option of a tie that would kind of, make the liquid or whatever bounce off, would you pay extra for that tie for it to be kind of, I guess, stain proof or waterproof? Is that something that would be a market for you? Because apparently Sincere 39, he got the skills. He don't spill nothing on his ties. Would be great if water just beat it up and roll. See, there is a need. Bruce just said it would be great if water just beat it up and rolled off. So Marc Jacobs is actually filling a need in the market. Now you don't have to worry about your tie having a dark spot if you spill a little bit on it. It'll just beat up and roll off. So congrats to you, Marc Jacobs. Okay. All right. Did I cover this? Okay. Next case that we are talking about, this is another quick one. Scotchguard. I guess Scotchguard. I actually don't know what Scotchguard is. I know it's something that protects your furniture, but is it like when you put the plastic on your furniture? So my mom had plastic on our furniture from like the time I was born till I was like 22. So is that what Scotchguard is? Because I don't know. Yeah. But while y'all tell me what Scotchguard is, let me move on to this next case. If we have any baseball fans in the rooms, if you have heard of the San Diego Padres, please give me a P. If you've heard of the San Diego Padres, I believe they are a baseball team. Obviously, I'm not a sportsy person. If you hear some scratching at the door, that's Toby. I locked him out of the room because he was being difficult and he now wants to get in the room and I'm saying no. So if you have heard of the San Diego Padres, give me a P. If you have not, don't worry about it. I didn't hear about them before this case, all right? So this is the case of this baseball team suing a former vendor, okay? Thank you for the P, Sincere. Kimberlyn, I'm going to check that picture after. I have no idea what you sent me. I can't check it on here. But the San Diego Padres, they are a baseball team. And if you've ever been to where they play the baseball field, whatever you call them things, the stadiums, they have vendors there. Thank you for the P. They sell food, right? They have specific vendors there that sell food. And for the San Diego Padres, when you are an official vendor for them, there is a logo that you can use for your business. Now, here's the problem. There is a former vendor of the San Diego Padres. So they used to sell they used to sell food at the stadiums. So they were able to use, thank you for the P, they were able to use the San Diego Padres logo on their stuff. However, they are no longer, Scotchguard is a water repellent. Okay, thank you. However, they are no longer selling food at the stadium. They are no longer an official vendor for the San Diego Padres, but they are still using the San Diego Padres logo on their marketing materials. So the San Diego Padres have sent a cease and desist letter. They're ready to, lawyer up and say, stop using our logo because you don't work with us anymore. This is similar to the case that I talked about a while ago with that company that was using the CrossFit logo on their marketing materials. CrossFit is a registered a name of exercise. So CrossFit is very cautious about who they let use the term CrossFit on their marketing materials. And the same way for the San Diego Padres. They're like, you used to work with us. That was cool. You used the name then, but you don't work with us now. So stop using our logo. It's like if I used to work for the Apple Store and I'm still, and I don't work for the Apple Store anymore. I was like, I don't know, the Apple Genius. And I'm still walking around with the shirt that says I'm an Apple Genius. I'm not anymore. I don't work for you. Take off the branding. You don't work for us anymore. So that is what's up with the San Diego Padres. So what do you think about that? Do you think that the Padres are being petty? Do you think that they should let this vendor keep using the mark even though they don't sell food at the stadium anymore? Because they did used to sell food for the San Diego Padres at the stadium. Do you think that they should still be able to use that logo even though they're not currently selling food at the stadium? Let me know what y'all think. Okay? I'm trying to knock off all of these cases, guys. The next one is quite juicy. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll wait for you guys to drop your comments on that. But okay. So we are going to do one. This is a very intricate case. All right. So I posted something in my stories the other day and I asked you guys, Be Captivating by Angel said, no, you don't, you think that, wait, no, as in you think the Padres should leave them alone, or no, you think the Padres should continue? Okay. Bruce said, no, they shouldn't. So I'm assuming you mean no, they shouldn't either. And I agree with you guys. They shouldn't use the logo. They shouldn't be using the logo. You don't work with us anymore. Why are you using the logo? All right. So let us move on to this next case. If you paid any attention to my stories yesterday, Be Captivating by Angel, we're still going back to the Padres. They're making a profit off the Padres. And that's right. Because what if you're a Padres fan and you see this logo and you're like, oh, shoot, they work with the Padres. And you go get some food from them. You've made money off the Padres name that the Padres ain't getting, right? Okay. Thank you. Keep dropping your comments, but I'm going to move on to the next case right now. So in my stories yesterday, I posted a picture and I asked you guys if you had ever heard, hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, if you had ever heard of the shoe brand called Allbirds, right? Allbirds, I have heard of them because I listen to podcasts and they sponsor a lot of podcasts. And their thing is they're a shoe company, but all of their shoes are sustainable. Most of you had not heard of it, and I don't blame you. They're pretty new. The company is about 5 years old, but in that 5 years, they've done a lot of business. They have generated $1.4 billion, hello, Tony Savage, of revenue in the sustainable footwear. And hi, B, and the hook to their line is this shoe that they call wool running sneakers that are protected by trade dress. Now, remember, I've told you guys, in fashion, you cannot trademark a piece of clothing or something you wear, right? However, if the look of a shoe, hi Shop Best on the Yard, if something that you have created has a specific look that is only attributed to your brand, so if you think of the Louis Vuitton logo, the Gucci double G's, also the Gucci green and red lines, those are patterns. Those are things that are synonymous with those brands. Yeah, that is a lot of money, right? And Allbirds is saying that their what do you call that? Their anchor shoe is protected by trade dress. And here's the description that they give of the shoe. It is a sneaker type shoe featuring wool-like texture on the entirety of the upper over, embroidered eyelets. That's where you put the shoelaces in. Shoelaces composed of a three-yarn lace woven together. Midsole and outsole of shoe appear attached as one piece, and a series of horizontal lines visible across the width of the sole that extends the entire length of the sole. So Allbirds, their whole shtick is, we are revolutionary footwear. All of our stuff is sustainable. It is great for the environment, right? So if they're saying that Allbirds is synonymous with sustainability, so are these wool runners. Now here is the problem. There is a company called, they're an Austrian company called Geiswein Walkwear. I don't speak Austrian. I don't know how to pronounce this properly. If anybody knows what they speak in Austria and can pronounce it right, let me know. But they are a company, they've actually been sued before for trade dress violations. They have their own shoe that they have put out, and they are calling it a wool runner as well. So Allbirds, of course, they're like, look, we have a $1.4 billion empire. There's no way that you're going to copy our shoe and put the name in the title and think that you're going to get away with it. So they send a cease and desist letter to this Austrian company. They asked, and they also asked the USPTO. Sorry, moving ahead. So Allbirds sent a cease and desist to this Austrian company. The Austrian company, also, I posted the shoes in my stories, and most of you said that the shoes looked very similar, too close for comfort, right? So the Austrian company, they got the cease and desist letter, and they were like, you're joking. And they actually opposed it through the USPTO and are asking the USPTO to cancel Allbirds' trade dress protection for the shoe, because they are saying that the phrase wool runners is generic and just descriptive. So my question to you is, have you ever heard the phrase wool runners? If you have heard the phrase wool runners before today, please give me a W in the comments, because before I read the story, I never heard of wool runners. So if you have heard of wool runners, give me a W in the comments. All right. And while you do that, this Austrian company is also being sued by a company called Rothy. They make these famous ballet flats. I actually talked about that story a while ago. So this Austrian company is not new to being sued, but they are fighting it tooth and nail. So I am not seeing any W's. So I assume that most of you have not heard of wool runners before, right? Shot Best on the Yard said never. So I want to bring this back to our Hakuna Matata case. Remember when I talked about Hakuna Matata? Nobody, at least on the US side, knew what Hakuna Matata was before The Lion King, and Disney trademarked it, right? But now, because people know that it's a language, people are up in arms about it because they're like, this is a language, this is someone's culture. Sincere is not familiar with wool runners. This is not the case with Allbirds. Nobody, as far as I know, has ever heard of wool runners prior to this company coming out with it. So for this Austrian company to say this is a generic term and try to cancel their trademark is really audacious, especially since you're being sued by another company for the very same thing, for making knockoff shoes. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Allbirds is going to win, or do you think that this Austrian, why is my phone turning? Or do you think that this Austrian company is going to win this case over the shoe? Do you think that wool runners will become generic? Do you think that wool runners should be generic? What do you think? And while you do that, let me knock off this case. We are making good time, guys. I mean, we're going to go a little over, but that's okay. I wanted to read the second ad. Shop Best on the Yard. We read your ad just a little bit ago, girl. People going to be coming to you. While you guys drop your answers for that, let me read the second ad. Our second sponsor for today is King Tax Services. King Tax Services is run by Tanya King Horn, founder of it. She educates individuals and small businesses on savings and budgeting via financial tools, tips, and strategies. Follow her at King Tax Services 18 and catch her live on Thursdays at 9 p.m. on Instagram. All right. So thank you guys for your patronage. If you guys want your businesses advertised on the show as well, 30-second spots start at $3, or you can sponsor an entire episode for $10. Shop Best on the Yard said, it sounds like Wool Runners is unique to this company. To me too, because I had never heard of it before. Bruce Weaver said, Audacity wins. I think the Austrians might take it. Well, you know, this Austrian company is being sued by quite a few companies, Bruce. So it seems to be a pattern with them. I think they're taking advantage of the fact that fashion is an industry where it's really hard to assert trademarks and intellectual property, and they're just trying to like skirt it. But I actually hope that Allbirds wins, because if they're really about the sustainability and making these shoes, you know, quality, and they don't hurt the environment, that's something that people are really concerned about. And they've already made $1.4 billion. Obviously, there is a market for it. Like, you can't just steal their idea. Okay? All right. The Shop Best on the Yard said, this Austrian company is bold. Yes, they are. Next story we are talking about, guys, is one that we talk. Sincere 39 said, Allbirds will win this. No one has heard of Wool Runners. We're going to have to wait and see. All right. Okay, guys, we got two more stories. Next story we're talking about has to do with one of our favorite brands, OffWhite. We talk about them so much. This is the high-end streetwear brand that was started by Virgil Abloh, where they sell ridiculously expensive belts that look like measuring tapes. I don't get it. All right. So here's the thing. OffWhite has tried to trademark crazy things like red zip ties and quotation marks on their items, right? And this is no different. OffWhite is trying to trademark two things. They're trying to trademark the word product bag and the word off. So for the word off, they're trying to trademark it for souvenirs like ashtrays, cigarette lighters, electric cigarettes, cigarette filters, tobacco pipes, and cigarette holders. So I guess they're getting into the tobacco or whatever smoking arena, and they're making specific things for smokers, right? And they're trying to trademark the word off with quotation marks. So I guess, if you're going to put a cigarette or whatever you're smoking in an ashtray, most likely you're trying to turn it off. So I guess that's why they're doing it. Yeah, they're trying to trademark the word off for ashtrays, cigarette lighters, electric cigarettes, cigarette filters, tobacco pipes, and cigarette holders, right? Now, not only are they trying to trademark the word off for these items, they are also trying to trademark the word product bag and the placement of arrows on the side of a sneaker. They want to use the product bag on clothing, such as tops and bottoms. The problem is they're using the term product bag on actual bags. Now, remember when we talk about trademarks, you can't trademark something that is in your industry that is similar. So the perfect example is Apple. Apple Inc., they do tech. Their business has nothing to do with apples. So an apple in the tech industry is kind of unique. So they could trademark that for their name. However, if I was an apple farmer, there's absolutely no way that I could trademark the word apple because apple is what I sell. I don't own the actual, product. I'm trying to differentiate my product in the industry. So I can't just name it Apple. Okay. Maybe I could name it Granny Smith apple or So Delicious apples or whatever, but I can't name my apple. All right. Okay. So yes, so OffWhite is trying to trademark the words off and the words product bag. The problem with product bag is they're actually using the term product bag on actual bags. So if I have a bag and you have the term product bag on it, how does that differentiate your bag from any other bag that I'm shopping with? Right? So I don't think that OffWhite is going to win in this case, but what do you guys think about them trying to trademark the word off for smoking accessories or the word product bag that apparently they're going to be putting on clothes, but they're also putting on the shopping bags? What do you guys think about that? Because they've tried to trademark red zip ties for shoes, the term shoelaces in quotation marks. OffWhite is out here doing some crazy things. So what do you guys think? And while you guys drop your answers, I want to remind you guys that the EIN workshop is still on sale when you go to the link in my bio. If you do not have an EIN number for your business yet, you need to get one. Go get this workshop. It's super simple. $29. Any other attorney is going to charge you anywhere between $75 and $125, and it's $29. So go grab that up, okay? And the last case we are talking about today, guys, has to do with the title of the broadcast. Sincere39 said, it doesn't hurt to try. I don't think they'll win. I don't think they'll win either, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, so the last case we are talking about, we're going to go a little over. I had planned to end at like 6:40, but we'll go a little over. That's fine. Has to do with Tinder, y'all. If you are on Tinder, give me a T. I'm on Tinder. I ain't got no shame. I'm out here trying to find love just like y'all. Yeah, but if you have heard of Tinder, give me a T. All right? If you've heard of Tinder, give me a T. We all know Tinder. Tinder is a dating app or a hookup app, whatever you want to use it for. And if you have heard of the app Wild, give me a W. Sorry, allergies are kicking in. If you have heard of Tinder, give me a T. If you have heard of Wild, give me a W. All right, so Sincere39 knows what Tinder is. I just found out about Wild today when I read this story. But Tinder, if you don't know, it's a dating, like I just said, it's a dating app, right? And Tinder has a very specific logo. If you go to Tinder, when you download it, their logo, I mean, not love, be captivated by angel, but just like trying to meet people. I'm not on there trying to find a husband, but it's a great way to meet people, you know? Anyway, so let me stop telling my business. But Tinder, when you download Tinder and it's starting to load, their logo is this kind of orangey red flame, right? But here's where the problem comes in. Wild is another dating app. Shop S on the Yard said, "You never know. You never know. I've met some cool people on there." So Wild is another dating app, but it's more focused on hookups, right? The thing is, if you go look at my stories and you see how Wild designed their logo, it is like you can tell that they tried to rip off Tinder. First of all, the coloring of Wild's logo is very similar to Tinder's. And then the way that their logo is, it's the word wild, but the I, instead of a dot over the I, it is a flame that at first was exactly identical to the Tinder flame, except they flipped it to the other side. Okay. So Tinder got wind of this. Let me get this story real quick. Okay. So Tinder found out that Wild had a flame. Businesses are so bold, it's annoying. Girl, bold is not the word, okay? So Wild is out here. They took the flame. Tinder found out that Wild had a flame in their logo, and they sent them a cease and desist letter. They're like, "Hey, girl, we are the flame company out here. Please change your logo." So Wild, what they did was they changed the logo a little bit. So they kept the lettering the same, but the flame, they kind of changed it just slightly so it didn't look exactly like the Tinder flame. Tinder said, "Sir, not enough." And they sent another cease and desist. And they're like, "Look, this is our brand. We have the flame. Stop using it." So Wild completely took the flame off of their logo. And if you go and look in my stories, you will see how their logo progressed from the one they started with to the one that they have now. So the reason I picked this story is because it is a perfect example of protecting your brand without having to go to court. Tinder just sent them a cease and desist and said, "Yo, this is our realm. This is our logo. You can't use it." You're not always going to have to go to court, but it is up to you to assert your rights as a company. Wild has been in business for 4 years and they have 2 million active users. And I guess the thing, their shtick, what makes them different is that they have like a photo verification process. I don't know how that works. But either way, when you are out here in these streets with your brand, it is up to you to protect your brand, your mark. Nobody's going to do it for you. And Tinder did the exact right thing. They went to the company. They said, "Here is a cease and desist letter. We have been using this mark for years. This is our mark. Stop using it. I don't care if you flip it around or whatever. You're trying to capitalize on our popularity. Their color scheme is the same. And you use the flame." Shop Best on the Yard said that's actually nice of Tinder. Well, I mean, it's the most cost-effective thing. Nobody wants to jump to court right away because, first of all, you're probably going to have to hire lawyers or you're going to have to pay some legal fee. But it doesn't cost that much to send a cease and desist letter and say, "Just in case you didn't know, this is our thing and we don't like you using it. Please stop." You know? Hi, Martin Evers. But yeah, so Wild has changed their logo. All is well in the world of Tinder now. So yeah, but those were the stories that I have for you. What do you guys think of this story, or what do you think of any of the stories that we talked about today? Do you have any comments? Do you have any questions? I'm gonna do Q&A till about 6:50. We went a little bit over today, but it's Friday, so we're gonna let our hair hang down. While you guys drop your questions, remember, I am planning, because Be Captivating by Angel is so amazing, and she brought up something that I hadn't even thought about. I'm going to be planning the Duns number webinar soon. Shop Best on the Yard is laughing at me. We are also going to have the operating agreement webinar soon, so stay tuned. Make sure you're on my email list so you can get get the notifications. Be Captivating by Angel. I like the different case scenario. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate them. I like when I first started doing this, I was like, nobody wants to hear this. This is boring, except to me. But apparently y'all like it because y'all been sticking with me. Oh my gosh. So guys, I went through my YouTube history the other day, and I have been live streaming for 1 year, like a year. I can't even believe I've been doing this. I mean, I've been doing this NPL Legal Dish for about 9 months, but my live streaming I've been doing for about a year, so I'm very proud of myself. Hi, Pam. But yeah, so do you guys have any questions about the cases that we covered today about Walmart versus Olaplex and their $100 million judgment? Shop Best on the Art. Are fonts able to be trademarked for your logo? So here's not the font exclusively, but if you have so think of Disney and that specific font. You can't use that font for within that industry. Thank you. So if you're doing amusement parks, you're not going to be able to use that Disney font, right? But if I am selling power tools or hair bundles, I might be able to use that font, right? So it's not just about the font. It's about how you use the font. What is the wording? Is there like, is there an outline to it? Are there specific colors? Is there a specific sizing? What about the spacing? You have to think of all of that when you think about your fonts. So just like, remember when I read the description for the trade dress for the Allbirds shoe, it was very, very detailed. So if you're trying to do something that is font based, you want to be very, very detailed. So there is a specific, so if somebody read the description of your font or whatever you're trying to protect, they could probably make a reasonable facsimile of it. Okay. Be Captivating by Angel said the t-shirt people bootleg their logos so much down here. They do. And the thing is, Disney just can't keep up with it all. They do try to shut down the people that they can. So if you think about Etsy, and all the knockoffs that are on there, the only time those stores get taken down is if somebody reports them. If they're just out here doing their thing and nobody reports them, they're not going to get caught. So it's a matter of getting caught and then people reporting them. Okay. Shop Best on the Yard said, what about for copyright purposes? Copyrights are for original works of authorship. So things that you created out of your brain. So if you wrote a book, you could copyright the book. Or if you wrote a poem or a song or a choreographed dance or a sculpture or a painting or something like that, but not a font. The copyright is more to protect the essence of your art. The copyright is to say, I own this and I get to say what people do with it because it's something that I created from my mind. So maybe if you create a font, that's something I would actually have to look up and see like what the rules are for creating an actual font. Because I think I remember seeing it, and I don't think you can trademark a font, but you can trademark where the font is used depending on how you use it. Okay. All right. So do we have any more questions? We got a couple more minutes. You guys are great today. Y'all hanging out with me on a Friday. Oh, y'all love me. Oh my God. I feel so special. Remember to go hit the link in my bio, linktree/NPL consulting firm, to see all the stuff I do, including the EIN workshop that's on sale right now. Go check out our sponsors, Shop Best on the Yard and King Tax Services 18. Guys, I love hanging out with you. I think that this is going to be really cool. Oh, thank you. I love doing this with you guys. If you find stories, send them to me, okay? I do what I can, but I can't be everywhere. So if you ever find stories that you think I should talk about on the show, please send them to me. I would love to hear from you. We got less than a minute now. I will be back on Monday, 6 o'clock. Between 6 and 6:30. I'm gonna try and keep it 30 minutes. We went a little bit over today, but that's okay because I love y'all. But yes, Monday 6 p.m. I'll be posting throughout the weekend. Book your free consultations if you haven't yet, and I will talk to you